everyone. How's everyone today? Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, I have been away for about 4 days. I had company come from out of state, and we hadn't seen them in quite some time. So I took a break, and now I'm back. What we're going to do today is we are going to plant this small field. Well, let's just jump out of here and let's go look at the field to start with. There was wheat planted here, and we came in and we mulched it, and then we put lime on it, and then we fertilized it. So it is ready for planting, and its second stage of fertilizer. So we will just get busy with that. We'll get it programmed in. All right. Excuse me, I'm sorry. First thing we want to do is clear the current course out of that tractor. All right, and then we want to go down or go up here, and we want to create a job for that tractor. All right. Now, I do believe that that is field 5 right there. So we want a field position of about right there. Let's create the course. There's one tool in the field. We're going to have him skip a row. Everything looks good to me. Let's see about generating a fieldwork course. And it's already got that done. Great. All right. Let's bring up the second HUD and let's start him. Okay, we start the motor on it. All right, we've got a temporary course in there. We want him to start at the first waypoint. And yes, let's go ahead and plant wheat again. That sounds good. All right, let's just tell him to go to work. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Let's get rid of that HUD. All right. Yes, everything looks great. Little big bud's kind of throwing up some dirt there. That's all right. That's hard to pull, that big toolbar. And then that air cart behind it, yeah, there's several thousands of pounds there that it's pulling. So, excellent. Very good. All right, let's jump out of him and let's get back here and find out what we're doing. All right, now I don't think I know why our yield bonus is only 75% and our fertilizer is only 50%. I don't think I'm understanding that. That ain't making any sense to me. But if you remember, we got some false numbers, oh, I don't know, a couple of videos ago. So, I don't know. We should be right there at it. No, 98% yield bonus and 100% fertilized. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to jump up in this tractor and we're going to stop him and just check all his settings. All right, we'll bring the HUD up and let's just stop him right there. All right, now let's bring the HUD back up and let's check the settings, because settings has been getting changed for whatever the reason. I have no idea. Okay, everything is fine there. Everything is fine there. Let's go down to the tractor, see what it's doing. Okay, that is good. Everything is good there. We don't need him to fold the tool at the end of the course. Raise late, lower early. Sewing machine uses fertilizer. Yeah. You know what? I do know why. Right now, I do know why. All right, we are going to pull him out of the field because, yes. Here's what's going to happen. Here's why we're not getting what we're supposed to be getting. We had to add the fertilizer. We had to add it. So that means we've got to come in and cultivate it. Oh yeah, just because the toolbar cultivates it, that doesn't mean anything. We've got to cultivate it first, and we got to change the ground texture, and then we'll be able to add the second stage of fertilizer. So yes, I guess I had it on my mind, and then like I said, I was gone for 4 days and I forgot. But yes, we are going to have to cultivate this ground. So I'll go get a cultivator and I'll be right back, and we'll get this cultivated. All right. Now, that was a bad on my part. A lot of people said, well, I don't understand. Well, that's just one of them farming simulator things. You've got to change the ground texture. So, we will. And I think an AI worker will do that for us just fine. So, let's just tell this guy to go to work. I guess he's got to think about it a minute. All right. Now, once he gets it cultivated, then we can come in and plant it, and we'll get our fertilizer state and bonus and all that good stuff. So, anyway, we're going to let him get it done, and we'll go see if we can find something else to do. I know we need to put some lime on another field that we just got through harvesting, so we'll probably get that done. So I'll see you in a moment. All right, well, we're at this field that I said needed to be lime, put lime on it, but we also need to come in and mulch it. Now this is the last field that we harvested, and we collected the straw, so we don't get the 50% fertilizer state. So we've got to mulch it, and then we have to put some lime on it because it needs lime, and then we have to put fertilizer on it. Then we'll have to cultivate it, and yeah. Yeah, it's a bunch of work. But anyway, it's got to be done in order for us to get where we want to be on our yield. So we'll just get right on with it and get it done. That's just the way it is. So anyway, he'll get that mulch down, and we'll get over there and we'll check on our guy that's doing the cultivating, make sure he's getting along okay, and yeah, everything going great. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. All right, Yep, he is doing a great job. Real good. And when he gets done with it, then everything else will come out okay. Like I said, that's my bad. I forgot. But yes, that's what we have to do. Change the texture on the field. And then everything else will start falling into place. So, all right. Well, we're going to let him get on with it. We've got the other guy that is mulching the other field. And everything's coming along nicely. So I'll get back with you when we get a little farther along. All right, I thought I would show you the cows this morning. I fed them before I started any field work. And cow barn number 1, which is the first ones that we bought. We've got 240 of them in there. We give $300 a piece for them. They're 15 months old, and they're worth $1,961 a piece now. So as you can see, everything is fine. Everything's in the green. They're 83% grown. So yes, number 2 will be just behind them. They're 14 months old. They're worth $1,845. So yes, they are coming along. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Like I said, I fed them before we started any field work this morning. Got them all taken care of, so they're good to go. So anyway, I'll get back with you in a moment. All right, now we're going to start putting lime on this field. He won't catch up with the guy that's doing the mulching. So we'll get the lime on this field because it needs it. And we can jump out. Let's unfold him. Once we get him unfolded, let's jump out and we'll step on the field. And as you can tell, it says it needs lime. And we also have 0% fertilizer because, like I was saying a while ago, we picked up the straw on this field for our cows. So we'll have to put the first stage of fertilizer on it. That's all right. We will put slurry on it. All right, let's just tell this guy to go to work. And he is off. All right. And like I say, he won't catch the guy that's doing the mulching. The guy that's doing the mulching is taking a bigger swipe, and he's also moving faster. So yes, everything is just fine. All right. Well, I'll get back with you when we get just a little farther along. I did want to give a big shout out to all my subscribers, everyone that has subscribed to my channel, everyone that has watched my videos, everybody that has went down and hit that like button. I really appreciate each and every one of you, more than you know. So I couldn't do it without you at all. So yes, thank each and every one of you very much. I appreciate it. But anyway, we will get back with you just as soon as we get a little farther ahead. All right, well, we've got this field limed. It's been mulched, and now it needs its first stage of fertilizer. So we are going to, let's get this slurry tank unfolded, and we're going to put slurry on this field. I mean, we might as well. It's free fertilizer. So if you've noticed, I did buy a bigger slurry spreader. Yes. And I think it's going to make doing this a whole lot faster. The other slurry spreader was small, and yeah. So anyway, let's get in here. We want to draw directly out of our cow barns. So let's get in here and see which cow barn we're drawing out of right now. Okay, wrong one here. We got to go down to this one. There we go. Now, okay, cow barn number 6. Well, let's go ahead and draw out a cow barn number 6, and then we'll go to the next one. So, we'll get out of this, and we're just going to tell this guy to go to work. All right. Very good. And like I say, whenever he draws all he can draw out of cow barn number 6, then we'll just go to number 7. And that is all messed up. It's probably cow barn number 4 that we're drawing out of, because if you remember the last time we spread slurry, we couldn't draw out a 1 or 2. We had to draw out a number 3 according to what it said on our controls. But if you went to the cow barn itself, while we were supposedly drawing out a cow barn number 3, it was actually coming out of cow barn number 1, if you remember. And that's all okay. But I have found out that the problem is probably because we have 12 animal pens or animal barns, and we're supposed to only have 10 animal pens total. So that's probably why right there. I don't know if we're going to be able to draw out of the last pins or not, but now this guy is turning around on the field, so well, not really, he's not. I don't know what he's doing. That's all right. We'll go in and check his settings, because he don't need to turn around on the field. He can go off the field and turn around. We don't care. Now, there's nothing out there for him to get. We've got plenty of wide spaces out there. So, but anyway, I don't know if we'll be able to draw out of all 12 cow barns by doing this. And if not, that's okay. We'll either bring the slurry to him and refill him, or we'll sell the slurry, and out of those last 2 barns, we'll sell it and just have him buy slurry for those 2 barns. But anyway, everything is going real good now, and we're just going to let him get along with it. All right, we're going to try this again. And we're going to get this field planted this time. Everybody on the farm knew what they was doing but me, I guess. I just had one of those moments, But anyway, let's get rid of this little HUD up here. All right. And let's jump out of this tractor. Let's jump out. And let's see what we have now. It makes a big difference whenever you follow the rules, right? Anyway, yes, now we are at 98% yield bonus and 100% fertilized. Just because I forgot one important step, and that was I had to change the ground texture before we could add the second stage of fertilizer. So, yep. Anyway, I'll get back with you when we get a little farther. I think we better go over and check on our guy that's spreading slurry. I think he's run out of slurry in that cow barn, so we need to go check him. Yes, he did. He ran out of fertilizer in that cow barn, or slurry, I should say. So we'll go back over here, and we'll. All right, he was on cow barn 7. Let's move him to cow barn 8. We'll go back and tell him use out of that barn for a while. All right. But as you can see, now he's supposed to be using out of cow barn 8, right? All right, let's go over here to our cows. And I'll bet you if we click on cow barn number 6, that's where he's going to be used. See there? You see that number going down? And that's all due to the fact that we have the 12 barns and it's not recognizing 2 of them. So that's okay. We'll get it out of there one way or the other. That's free fertilizer. So anyway, we're just going to let him continue to spread fertilizer. And yes, we've got a guy planting over in the other field. That's going well. Now when we get done spreading this fertilizer, we've got to change the ground texture. And I guess just rule of thumb, if you have to manually put a form of fertilizer on the field to obtain your first stage, then you can't get the second stage of fertilizer by planting with a planter that is a no-till. Or in other words, if your planter cultivates before it applies seed and fertilizer, that won't work. If you apply the first stage of fertilizer, then you must come in and cultivate that field before you can apply another stage of fertilizer. So anyway, we're just going to let this guy go ahead and we'll check back with him in a little bit. All right. Well, we got the slurry on the other field, and now all that has to be done to that field is we will have to cultivate it, and then we will be able to plant it and come out with a 98% yield bonus and 100% fertilizer. This field here, we are at 98% yield bonus and 100% fertilizer. So I think we're going to call this a video. If you've liked the content, please go down there and give me a like. I'd sure appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please do. That would mean a whole lot to me. If you'd like to share this video with someone that you think would like this content, please do. If I can help somebody with something or somehow a way that I do things, if it would help them in their farming, please share it. But as for me, the Dirt Road Farmer, I do think we're going to call it a day. And as always, thank you for watching.